Hello again, my dear grade 5 learners. This is Teacher Irene saying good day. It is said that each one of us sees things in different perspective. It may be true to you, but not to everyone. One's perspective or point of view is affected by many factors. This we need to accept and respect. The ideas we get make us more mindful of ourselves and our surroundings. We learn more when we hear others' viewpoint. In giving our own point of view, we should remember that it should be based from facts and can be supported by evidences. Today, another fun in the sun awaits you as this learning activity sheet brings you to a new thrilling ride of non-stop learning. We will be discussing about identifying point of view for quarter 2, week 3 learning activity sheet number 3. At the end of this learning activity sheet, you are expected to identify point of view. Let us have a review first on modal verbs or modal auxiliaries. Turn your learning activity sheet to page 2. Complete each sentence with the appropriate modal based on the given context in parentheses. Number 1. The puppy blank sit on command. A can, B could, C should. What modal verb should be used that expresses ability? Letter A. Correct. How about number 2? Responsible citizens blank pay their taxes. A can, B could, C must. What modal verb should be used that expresses a strong obligation? Letter C. Must. Very good. How about number 3? The family blank travel to the province this Christmas. So what modal verb should be used that expresses decision? Is it A. May, B. Must, C. Will? Letter C. Correct. How about number 4? Blank I submit my project later. Letter A can, B may, C should. What is the modal verb that should be used that asks permission? Letter B. May. May I submit my project later? Correct. How about the last one? The situation blank not be so bad if we all remain calm. So what modal verb should be used that expresses less possibility? Is it A might, B will, C would? The correct answer is letter A, might. Correct. So what is point of view or viewpoint? Point of view or viewpoint refers to the way a person looks at something. It is the focus of attention of the sentences in a paragraph or in his or her talk. This is different from the theme because the writer expresses more his or her opinion on a topic or issue rather than on the content. We should remember that each one has a different perspective of things and learn to respect it. Viewpoints are unquestionable if supported by facts or evidences. Let us have this paragraph and tell what part of the paragraph tells the writer's point of view. Many species of bats are endangered or already extinct. It is vital that we join forces to protect the bats that remain. Bats feed on harmful insect pests. They are also responsible for up to 95% of the residing animals of the tropical rainforest. Without bats, those forests, our delicate balance of oxygen and moisture could be destroyed. So which among the sentences in the paragraph tell the viewpoint of the writer? If you say sentence number 2, then you're correct. It tells the need to take care of the bats, while sentence number 1 tells about the theme, which states that there is a decreasing number of bats. So the writer stressed through words like vital and we, which are reflection of his opinion that helping one another is significant in saving the remaining number of bats. Let us study the comic strip. So, it is about the individual or the different viewpoint about the rain. So the first picture tells that the rain is going to damage all of his equipment, while the second picture tells that the rain is helping his plant grow. And the last picture tells that her wedding was ruined because of the rain. So be reminded that point of view is the angle of considering things which shows us the opinion or feelings of the individuals involved in a situation. Words like we, he or she, should, and let us are just a few of the helping words that express the viewpoint of the writer. So let us have some activities. Turn your learning activity sheet to page 3. Let us practice. Identify the sentence in the paragraph that tells the point of view of the writer. Write the number of the sentence on the blank provided. So for number 1, some pupils throw pieces of paper and candy wrappers on the schoolyard. Are you one of these pupils? Let's have pride in our school and keep the yard clean. It only takes a little effort. So, what sentence or which sentence in the paragraph tells the writer's point of view? Is it number 3? Yes, it is number 3. Correct. How about number 2? Lives were lost due to landslides brought by the strong typhoon. Residents did not leave their houses, although they were already advised to evacuate by Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical, and Astronomical Services Administration or the PAG-ASA to safer place. Many should have not died if only they heeded the warning. Now they asked assistance from the government. So, which sentence in the paragraph tells the writer's point of view? Write the number on the blank provided. Okay. How about number 3? Bad land management practices such as plowing and clearing steel slopes, using too much irrigation, help to remove vegetation and leave the soil open to the effects of wind and rain. At present, we remove 12 million hectares of forest every year. At this rate, we will lose 18% of the farmable land on Earth on a yearly basis. Isn't it about time we do something to prevent this? So, which sentence in the paragraph tells the writer's point of view? Write the number on the blank provided. So let us all remember that point of view is the angle of considering things which shows us the opinion or feelings of the individuals involved in a situation. Words like we, he, she, should, and let us are just few of the helping words that express the viewpoint of the writer. Turn your learning activity sheet to page 4. Let us practice more. So choose the point of view of the writer expressed in each paragraph. Encircle the letter of the correct answer. So for number 1, Girlie consumes her day using her mobile phone. Experts say that children like her should not be spending long hours playing or browsing on gadgets. Aside from that eyesight is affected, the eating habit is at risk also. Worst, children become short-tempered and ill-mannered. Her parents need to regulate and caution Girlie in using such. So, is it A? Children learn best when exposed to technology for long hours. B. Letting Girlie use gadgets for long hours is not good for her. Letter C. Using gadgets for too long makes Girlie an intelligent child. So you're going to choose the writer's point of view. How about number 2? Foreign tourists have good things to say about us. You often hear them saying that we Filipinos are welcoming, that visitors like them are given special treatment in our homes. Usually, they are served with the best food that we could offer. This and other traits, such as being courteous, helpful, and family-oriented, made us known worldwide. So, is it A. Filipinos are selective in welcoming foreign visitors? B. Filipinos should be rewarded with money and special recognition? C. We should be proud of our race. So, what is the writer's point of view here? How about number 3? Mark likes to read adventure stories, nature stories, fairy tales, and biographies. Whenever he gets hold of a book, nothing could stop him from finishing it. He overworks his eyes by reading. He reads even when the light is dim. Mark's eyesight becomes poor, so he needs eyeglasses. He complains of blurry vision. So, what is the writer's point of view? Is it A. Mark likes to read books? B. Mark's eyesight becomes poor because he abused his eyes? C. Mark's favorite books are Harry Potter series and the Hardy Boys series. How about number 4? Philippines is one of the countries frequently visited by earthquake. Earthquake is among the fearsome and destructive forces of nature. Destruction of property may cost millions and deaths of thousands. Man knows the causes of earthquakes but is helpless in preventing them. So what is the writer's point of view here? Is it A. Earthquakes cause destructions? B. People can predict and prevent earthquakes? C. People should know what to do when an earthquake occurs to prevent the harmful effects of earthquake. How about number 5? Distillation is one way of purifying water. It is made by evaporating water and then condensing the water vapor from the boiling water. Bacteria are removed by passing water through a filter. Adding chemicals to water also makes it pure, but the best way of purifying water at home is by boiling it. When water is boiled, the bacteria in it are surely killed. So is it A, boiling is the best way of purifying water? B, distillation removes bacteria from the water? C, there are different ways of purifying water. What are you doing? Are you having fun or hard time? Don't hesitate to ask questions from your teacher or parents. Let us have your last activity. Read the paragraphs and poem. Answer the questions that follow. Circle the letter of the correct answer. So we have number 1. The Philippines was a colony of Spain for almost 300 years. Our Filipino leaders did not like the way the Spaniards treated us. They fought against the Spaniards, but they were not successful in their fight. Many Filipino leaders were punished by the Spaniards. So what does the author trying to point out? Is it A, Filipinos were afraid to raise arms against the Spaniards? B, our ancestors sacrificed their lives for our freedom? C, Spaniards influenced our culture. Okay, how about number 2? A new water system in Barangay Sagana in Marinduque, which was funded by the Church of Jesus Christ of the Latter-day Saints, was formally inaugurated last week. Many residents of this small village were glad of the recent development. They will not be walking for kilometers to fetch water. So which is the correct point of view of the writer? Is it A, residents can now look forward to a continuous supply of clean and safe water? B, residents will have more time to wash their clothes and practice hygiene? Or C, residents will not fetch water anymore and totally depend on the water system? Okay, how about number 3? I love myself the way I am. There's nothing I need to change. I've always been the perfect me. There's nothing to rearrange. I'm beautiful and capable of being the best me I can. So which is the point of view of the writer in the poem? Is it A, he loves himself because he is envied by many? Letter B, he loves himself the way he is and believes on his capability? Or C, the author loves himself because he is perfect in all aspects? How about number 4? Coral reefs are the habitat of an estimated 1 million species, which include about 2,000 fish species. A healthy coral reef can produce more than 90 tons of fish each year. But this is slowly disappearing due to man's illegal ways of fishing, such as dynamite fishing, moroami, and tailing. So what is the viewpoint of the writer? Is it A, corals provide shelter to fish species? B, men are careless with nature because of pollution? Letter C, the fish species is endangered of disappearing. How about the last one? What does the author want to point out when he expressed sentence number 2? So what is sentence number 2? A healthy coral reef can produce more than 90 tons of fish each year. So is it A, for coral reefs to thrive? B, for people to conserve our fish? Letter C, for people to have abundant catch? Please check your answers using this answer key. Thank you so much, Mom Renee G. Higo, for the learning activity sheet, and also thank you to Sir Ramon Aguilar and Mom Imelda Masilungan. Also, thank you so much to my video editor. She's well today. That's why we have this video lesson. Thank you everyone, and God bless. Again, this is Teacher Irene saying good day.